Go for it. Okay, so he's from Swindon. That's a good start. Swindon, wait, are we big fans of Swindon? More people don't want to lie. So roundabouts, anyone a fan of the massive magic roundabout?
Yeah!
Not as good as the TV series, is it? Anyone a big fan of the Oasis?
Yeah! It's gone!
People are telling me what it is. Yeah. Some people don't know what it is. Okay, right. We're losing. This is the kind of heckle that we get at the book club, is adding information. But it's a swimming pool and it has shut now, so you can't go anymore. But if you lived in Swindon or nearby in circa 2008, there was a really fucking great swimming pool. Cool, well, and the swimming pool is here tonight. Right, please, welcome to the stage. Your next guest is Tam Banner!
Yes, I am from Swindon. Oh, that's scary. Yeah, so how is everybody? Are we all well?
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't sound good. What happened? Swindon was mentioned. It always goes down there after Swindon was mentioned. Yeah, I'm from Swindon, so obviously I'm not doing well. So yeah, because this is a whole gig about books, and Swindon's yet to learn to read. So we're going to get there in the next couple of years. We're going to see how it goes. But yes, I am from Swindon, and this is a very new sort of thing for me. So I've got my little notebook here, and yes. I am left-handed, so if anyone can read that, please just translate that for me, because I have absolutely no idea what I have written. But basically, I'm a big fan of it. I think the use of the PowerPoints has been fun. Oh, look at that, that's so cool. It's Latin, it's wanky. The use of PowerPoints has been really, really great. Obviously, I'm not going to utilise it at all because I didn't get the memo, but also because I'm very vain and self-centred. So the only thing I want you looking at is this. And just before we do get... See me after the gig. So the only thing I want you looking at is this whole thing, and just before we continue, I want you to know this is like a character, like an act thing. I just don't want you guys to think that I think that I'm pulling this off. It's not good, no. There's a projector, isn't that fun? That's really fun, a projector. Projector, of course, the nickname for toxic men. Thank you. I was proud of that one as well. But no, I obviously won't be using it because I'm an ally. Go me, I'm amazing. Now, I don't want to cause any shit. Obviously, this is a book club. But for someone like me, the most recent books I've read in the last 3 years have all been audiobooks. How do we feel about audiobooks? Cheer if we like them. And cheer if you're a bigot. Yes, because if you don't like them, you don't like blind people. What are they supposed to do? They need their ears. Come on, guys, get better. But no, I love audiobooks for the fact that it kind of, for a medium that I adore in books, and they create such art, like I want to be able to utilise them in the way that I can do, because I can't really pay attention with one thing at a time. As you can tell, I'm holding multiple things, I'm waving my arms, and so I'm really struggling to stand still. But like audiobooks are great because you've got multiple different genres. We've got like philosophy, we've got fiction, non-fiction. That's the only three. They're the only ones. There's a book recently that I've actually been like reading, like manually reading. I know, brag. But yes, I've been reading it. Sir David Attenborough's like retrospective of his work. I know. Retrospective was a big word for me, wasn't it? It was a retrospective of his work, and it's got pictures, and no one warned me just how handsome that man was. He also wore very tight shorts. It awoke the bisexual in me, I must say. Honestly, what a lovely man. I want to know a big opinion. Fan fictions? What do you think? Do you know what? It's not to cause any more shit. there is an obvious divide for age in certain sections of the room, and there is a certain section right towards the back that whoop that, and they are about as young as me. So we're doing really well. Have we got any fan fictions that anybody has read that like they are a good, like you think that's a solid pairing? Has anyone got any favourites? It's a bold ask, I am aware, because you're getting to reading it. Obviously, we know that Twilight was sort of the becoming that ended up being 50 Shades of Grey. For me, I have only thought of one thing to do with fan fictions, because fan fictions are a thing where you get two people that you genuinely think have a possibility of having like a fling, but it gets really intense and saucy. So I thought, what's the worst pair we can make? Nadine Dorries, Boris Johnson. Oh, Nadine, you're making my balls blue. Making my balls blue, you are. Oh, yes, I'm about to spaff it all up the wall. Boris Johnson, I love that man with all my heart. As you can tell, I definitely vote Conservative. Look at me. They're in sports mode. Look at them. No, I adore The Lord of the Rings. Do we like The Lord of the Rings? Woo! Absolutely, so I'm going to ruin that for you now. So, The Lord of the Rings, I think a little fan fiction between Gollum and Frodo. I don't know if I've got it in me to try the impression. We're going to see what happens, aren't we? Oh, Master Frodo. Oh, you've destroyed her one ring. I'll be your precious. Horrid, I know. I have actually written my own. Not about my life, don't worry, no one needs to hear about that. But it's something about my childhood, nothing like that, you weirdos. It's actually about Winnie the Pooh. I've called it Christopher's Throbbing. Oh, tickle. Bounce. No, don't bounce to it. I'm so glad my mother's not here tonight. She doesn't know I've left the house. No, everyone is putting out books now. There's a lot of it. Celebrities kind of get away with being able to put out a lot of nonsense and just kind of see what happens. One of the worst things that always happens though is that like a lot more is revealed than I think they intend to, and ends up like affecting other people. As we know, Wayne Rooney, ex-Prince Harry, Jeffrey Epstein, all of the greats. Brought up the greats. But Jeffrey Epstein's book is not one that I'd want to fall asleep to with earphones in, being woken up, being narrated by Stephen Fry. I mean, that man has done so much. He can say no. He's made his money. Now, I'm about to ruin everyone else's day, if I haven't already. And we're going to go to my favourite medium of book. And that's poetry. Buckle up. Now, I've got an A in GCSE English, so strap in. Green leaves, soft moss, an old baggy shirt tattered to bits. Anything will do when you've got the shits. This one's called One Long Stroke. My wrist hurts as I stroke deeper and harder. The coarse feel of hair through my fingers as I rub on and on. My brain is fuzzy from the pleasure as I finish stroking. My dog looks happy as I pet my housed stray. I turn to look in the corner and voice, "Oh Dad, put your cock away." This one is a little bit more NSFW for any of the cool kids in the crowd. That just means not safe for work, and we're not at work. So this is more for my fellas. Where my fellas at? Fellas! Woo! Manly as hell. I am a representative of the alphas. Sorry women, sorry ladies, you are not going to enjoy this because you won't get it. Underwear tightening, sometimes frightening and rarely invited. A slight seepage through fabric. What am I to do? You're a grown man. You should have some control. How on earth are you shitting yourself when you are this old? Obviously, women don't poo, so they won't. They won't. This one's a bit more romantical. It's called My Future Love. First comes love, and then comes marriage, then statistically divorce. I'll see you on the weekend, kids. I didn't mean to look this way. Like a magic trick. We did not plan this, did we? No, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I don't want to be on here too long, so I'm just gonna just like with an orgy. I started with some small ones, and I'm gonna finish on a big one. Savor it. No, I'm not going to say cheer because dating apps are not something to cheer because they bring me just pure sadness. But has anyone been on a dating app?
Yeah.
This is perfect. You'll all relate to this then. This is called Your Absence Makes Sense. On Tinder or Hinge we met. I forget. However, I fear, my dear, my feelings have grown too severe. We've only talked 2 days, but I've stalked already too many social media pages. I wage a war with my emotions that have swelled unquelled by your absence.
Powerful stuff.
You've left me on red, but my balls are blue as I It's a steep decline. I'll start the stanza again. I did write this one drunk, you are correct. You've left me on red, but my balls are blue as I dread the 20-minute absence of you and I in the talking stage. That's good, isn't it? I'm phased and crazed, wishing to meet for a date. I rub my eyes.
Yeah, there's physical comedy as well.
I rub my eyes. She replies. I pause for a beat. Suggest we meet. What a feat from this self-conscious, anxious meek of a man. I await my fate. 3 dots appear. And my stomach turns as I fear the rejection incoming, accompanied by a burn. You look like Ellen DeGeneres and Gollum had a child, fairly mild, but not unfair or unsolemn. It's weird that he's turned up twice in this game, Gollum, isn't he? Alas, she agrees with a tease about the time it took. I look and feel a fool, but we plan a date. Oh, cool! I'm desirable. My life could improve now. Finally, I can be happy with my love and forget the person I believe myself to be. Leave that sadness behind and forever be freed. As I stand at our meeting point, date, time and place, thrice confirmed, I yearn for a sorry I'm late. But after an hour, daylight fleeting, I fairly assume we won't be meeting. No gleating or gloating to my friends about my new love. I remove my glove and call a cab. Fab. What a night. What a sight. A 23-year-old depressed alcoholic with no self-esteem, steaming after 5 pints before home. As I get back, I check the app. Unmatched. No resentment I hold for you. I promise I take no offence. I've known me for my whole life. Your absence makes sense. That was about a friend of mine. This is free therapy for me. You guys have been absolutely lovely. Thank you so much. I've been Sam Bannon. Thank you.